Your body doesn't suddenly break down one day. It doesn't collapse without warning. Long before anything serious shows up on a report or a scan, your body starts speaking, quietly. Most people never hear it. They assume feeling tired is normal. They blame stress, they blame age, they blame work, bad sleep, or just one of those days. But the truth is this: your body is constantly sending signals. Small changes, subtle shifts, patterns that don't feel dramatic, but mean everything. The most dangerous health problems don't arrive loudly. They arrive silently. That's why so many people say the same thing later. I didn't think it was a big deal. I thought it would pass. I didn't know it was a warning. This video isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because when you understand these signs early, you gain time. And time is what protects health more than anything else. We're going to walk through 5 silent signs your body may be in trouble. Not extreme symptoms, not rare conditions. Everyday signals that millions of people experience and ignore. And there's one sign in particular, number 3, that most people completely miss, not because it's rare, but because it feels harmless. As we go through these signs, don't think about someone else. Think about your own body, your routines, your normal, because your body is always communicating. The question is whether you're listening. Let's start with the first silent sign. The first silent sign is waking up tired even after what should have been a full night of sleep. This is one of the most common signals people dismiss. You go to bed on time, you sleep 7 or 8 hours, and yet you wake up feeling drained, heavy, foggy, as if your body never truly reset. Many people assume this is just stress or getting older, but persistent morning fatigue is often a signal that your body isn't recovering the way it should. Deep sleep is when repair happens. Hormones balance, tissues heal, the brain clears waste. When that process is disrupted, the body keeps score. Poor recovery can be linked to blood sugar instability, chronic inflammation, hormone imbalance, or even subtle breathing disruptions during sleep. None of these announce themselves loudly. They simply reduce the quality of rest night after night. Over time, this kind of fatigue doesn't stay confined to mornings. It shows up as low energy during the day, reduced focus, irritability, and a growing dependence on caffeine just to feel normal. Your body isn't being lazy. It's asking for support. The second silent sign is frequent digestive discomfort that you've learned to tolerate. Not sharp pain, not emergencies, just bloating, gas, irregular digestion, a feeling of heaviness after meals. Many people normalize this. They assume digestion is supposed to feel uncomfortable. They adjust their clothing, avoid certain foods, or joke about having a sensitive stomach. But digestion is one of the clearest windows into overall health. When the gut is under stress, it affects nutrient absorption, immune response, hormone regulation, and even brain chemistry. Ongoing digestive issues can signal food sensitivities, imbalance in gut bacteria, chronic stress affecting digestion, or inflammation that hasn't yet reached a critical stage. Because these symptoms come and go, they're easy to ignore. But your body is telling you something important. It's struggling to process what you're giving it, whether that's food, stress, or both. When digestion is compromised, the body often compensates quietly. You may not notice the effects immediately, but over time they appear as low energy, skin issues, weakened immunity, or unexplained weight changes. The third silent sign, the one most people miss, is sudden unexplained changes in cravings. This isn't about enjoying treats. It's about patterns that feel new or intense. Strong sugar cravings, constant snacking, an urge to eat even when you're not physically hungry, or the opposite, loss of appetite that doesn't match your activity level. Cravings are not a lack of willpower, they're communication. When blood sugar fluctuates too sharply, the brain demands quick fuel. When stress hormones stay elevated, the body seeks comfort foods. When certain nutrients are low, appetite can become distorted in ways that feel random. What makes this sign dangerous is how normal it feels. Food cravings are socially accepted. They're joked about. They're blamed on mood or routine. But when cravings change suddenly or feel out of control, they often reflect deeper metabolic or hormonal stress. Over time, these patterns can push the body towards insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, and energy crashes that become harder to reverse. Most people don't connect cravings to health warnings. They just eat and move on. But your body never sends messages without a reason. These first 3 signs don't cause panic. They cause familiarity. And that's why they're missed.
The body whispers long before it ever screams. And there are 2 more signs, quieter still, that reveal when the body is under pressure and adapting in ways that won't last forever. The 4th silent sign is frequent muscle tightness or joint stiffness that doesn't clearly come from injury. You wake up with a stiff neck. Your shoulders feel tight even on days you don't exercise. Your lower back feels sore for no obvious reason. Most people blame posture, work, or sleeping wrong. And sometimes that's true. But when stiffness becomes a regular part of life, it's often a sign that the body is under internal stress. Chronic inflammation, dehydration, mineral imbalance, and prolonged stress can all cause muscles to stay in a semi-contracted state. The body is essentially bracing itself. Over time, this reduces flexibility, increases fatigue, and makes small movements feel heavier than they should. Pain isn't always damage. Sometimes it's tension the body hasn't been able to release. The fifth silent sign is feeling mentally foggy or emotionally flat more often than you used to. You struggle to focus. Simple decisions feel harder. Your motivation feels dulled, even though nothing dramatic has changed in your life. Many people assume this is just stress or burnout, but persistent brain fog and emotional numbness can signal that the brain isn't getting what it needs, whether that's quality sleep, stable blood sugar, proper circulation, or balanced stress hormones. The brain is one of the most energy-demanding organs in the body. When resources are strained, it's one of the first to downshift, not by shutting down completely, but by lowering clarity, focus, and emotional responsiveness. This isn't weakness, it's adaptation. Taken alone, each of these signs feels manageable, easy to ignore, easy to normalize. But together, they tell a story. A body that's compensating, a system under pressure, a warning phase before louder symptoms appear. The purpose of recognizing these signs isn't fear, it's respect. When you listen early, you create space to adjust your habits, your rest, your nutrition, your stress, before the body is forced to demand attention. Your body is not trying to work against you, it's trying to protect you. And the earlier you listen, the quieter the message can stay. If this helped you understand your body a little better, stay connected. We uncover the signals most people miss, so you don't have to.